characteristic or property of soil is that soil is porous, or soil porosity is seen, that is it can absorb large amount of water. So thereby the soil is made porous, so that the gases also can be absorbed within this soil. So compaction, which is a common problem with soils, reduces this space. Compaction means when the soil is very compactly placed, so it reduces this space, preventing air and water from reaching plant roots and soil organisms. So this compaction, it brings about the compactness of the soil, reduces the space between the soil particles, and it also prevents the entry of air and water from reaching to the plant roots and the soil organisms. One of the component which is present in the soil is the soil organisms, or the organic matter. Given sufficient time, an undifferentiated soil will evolve a soil profile which consists of two or more layers, referred to as soil horizons. These differ in one or more properties, such as in their texture, structure, density, porosity, consistency, temperature, color, and reactivity. The horizons differ greatly in thickness and generally lack sharp boundaries. Their development is dependent on the type of parent material, the processes that modify those parent materials, and the soil forming factors that influence those processes. So the biological influences on soil properties are the strongest near the surface, while the geochemical influences on soil properties increase with the depth. Mature soil profiles typically include three basic master horizons, or three basic soil layers. They are A, B, and C. The solum, it is the Latin word for the soil. SOLUM, solum is the Latin word for the soil. So the solum normally includes the soil profiles. The solum normally includes the A and the B horizons. The living component of the soil is largely confined to the solum and is generally more prominent in the A horizon. It has been suggested that the pedon, a column of soil, pedon means it is nothing but a soil, a column of soil extending vertically from the surface to the underlying parent material and large enough to show the characteristics of all its horizons, could be subdivided in the humipedon, the living part where most soil organisms are dwelling. So it is subdivided into the humipedon, means the living part where most of the soil organisms are seen to be existing, corresponding to the humus. Humus, we have studied that it is a black colored homogeneous material derived from the organic matter in the soil. The copedon in intermediary position where most weathering of minerals takes place, and the lithopedon in contact with the subsoil. The soil texture is determined by the relative proportions of the individual particles of sand. It also contains the silt and the clay that make up the soil. The interaction of the individual mineral particles with organic matter, water, gases, via the biotic and the abiotic processes cause those particles to flocculate or stick together to form aggregates or beds. Where these aggregates can be identified, a soil can be said to be developed and can be described further in terms of color, porosity, consistency, reaction, acidity, etc. Water is a critical agent in soil development due to its involvement in the dissolution, precipitation reaction, erosion, transportation, and deposition of the materials of which a soil is composed. So water is the main agent in the soil development, which brings about the dissolution, the precipitation, the erosion of the soil, and the transport of materials through this water media, and deposition of the materials of which a soil is composed. the mixture of water and dissolved or suspended materials that occupy the soil pore space is called the soil solution. Since water is never pure water but contains hundreds of dissolved organic and mineral substances, it may be more accurately called the soil solution. Water is central to the dissolution, precipitation and leaching. Leaching means extraction of minerals from the soil profile. Finally, water affects the type of vegetation that grows in a soil, which in turn affects the development of the soil, a complex feedback which is exemplified in the dynamics of banded vegetation patterns in semi-arid regions. Then, apart from this, the soil supply plants with nutrients, most of which are held in place by particles of clay and organic matter or the colloids. That is, apart from the soil, as we know that the soil contains the water, soil contains the air, thereby making the soil to be porous in nature, so that it can absorb more amount of water within the soil, and the exchange of gases can take place between the soil through this water media, through the porosity of the water, we can say. So the soil, apart from this, as we had discussed, that it also contains some microorganisms in the form of the bacteria or some sort of the viruses. Apart from this, it also contains a lot of minerals which acts as the nutrients to the growing plants. As the plants, they are anchored, the plants roots are anchored in the soil. So from the soil through the water media or through the water, the transportation of mineral nutrients takes place, which is absorbed by the roots of the plants, which is helpful for the further growth and development of the plants. So soils, they supply plants with nutrients, most of which are held in place by particles of the clay and the organic matter or the colloids. The nutrients may be adsorbed on clay mineral surfaces, bound with the clay minerals, absorbed, or bound within organic compounds as part of the living organisms or dead soil organic matter. These bound nutrients interact with the soil water to buffer the soil solution composition, attenuate changes in the soil solution as soils wet up or dry out, as plants take up the nutrients, as salts are leached, or as acids or alkalis are added. Plant nutrient availability is affected by soil pH. And then we can also see that one of the character which can be studied is that the plant nutrients availability, it is also affected by the soil pH. So the pH also plays an important role, whether the soil is acidic or alkaline in nature. So that depends upon the soil pH, which is a measure of the hydrogen ion activity in the soil solution. Soil pH is a function of many soil forming factors and is generally lower. That is, the soil pH is acidic where weathering is more advanced. Most plant nutrients, with the exception of nitrogen, originate from the minerals that make up the soil parent material. Some nitrogen originates from the rain as dilute nitric acid and ammonia, but most of the nitrogen is available in soils as a result of nitrogen fixation by bacteria. So in large amount, we can say that the soil, it contains the nitrogen or the mineral nutrients or the nitrogen, and the bacteria which are present in the soil or the soil organisms, they fix the nitrogen in the form of ammonia within the soil, that is utilized or absorbed by the bacteria to carry out the denitrification. So